Hey guys, so I'm in the bowels of the campus and these really weird noises are happening right now. But I'm just trying to get out of my normal places and just, explore the campus a little bit. Here, I'll show you where I am. Look at this. Yeah, you see all that? It's scary. Okay, so thanks for being here with me. Okay, I want to tell you thank you for all of you volunteers who drove all the way out to Edmond to volunteer for Family Reunion just so that the staff could get recharged and have a great vision for the rest of the year and going into 2017. You are so much needed, and as you know, I'm not even lying, not even exaggerating. Everything we do in Life Church is because of you. You are the ones that make it happen. You just are. We don't. We're just here to make sure that, everybody gets an opportunity to do whatever they need to do. That's my job, basically. So I want to remind you that this week we start our new huddle time. You guys get an extra 15 minutes. So 10 minutes until right before the service. That's when you are going to come for huddle. So if you're at the 4:30 service on Saturday, you're going to come at 4:10. So that's awesome. And lastly, we're going to talk about why tomorrow matters, because tomorrow does matter. And that's all about our legacy. So I'm going to shout out two names. And I just want you to think about the second I say their name, what comes to your mind. Okay, the first one, Mother Teresa. What comes to your mind when you think of Mother Teresa? Okay, the next one. Michael Jackson. What comes to your mind? Automatically, just what comes to your mind. I know for me, when I think of Mother Teresa and she comes to mind, my first thought is loving. She's willing to do things that no one else is doing. I think of how she helped children, homeless people on the streets of Calcutta, which is something that I'm not willing to do. Most people aren't, but she did it. I think of selflessness. Okay, let's skip over to Michael Jackson. When I think of Michael Jackson, I think of 7th grade, I think of Beat It, I think of great music, and I think child molester. I mean, I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but that's what I think. And yeah, I know that, it's up in the air, it's not conclusive, whatever, if he did or if he didn't. But we all know it's out there, and that's his legacy. His legacy is great music, horrible personal life. Does that matter? I would say it does. Because when I take my last breath and I look Jesus in the eye for the very first time, I pray that I am leaving the earth better than I found it. That's just what I pray. And you look back at all the people that that have died, and you look at what is said of them once they're dead. Now, there's a phenomenon that happens in the brain that when someone dies, you only think of the wonderfulness of them. And so you can hear the most rotten person died. I have a family member. He was a horrible person. He beat his kids. He beat his wife. And yet, at his funeral, all anybody could talk about was what a wonderful man he was. And yet everybody knew that this is the way he treated his family. And that's a phenomenon that happens. That's just the brain. That's the way the brain works. But seriously, now that has died down, everyone remembers again that, he was just rotten. So what about you? Do you realize that today, in this very breath, the minute that you put your feet to the ground, you are leaving a legacy? So the way that your kids see you handle someone cutting you off in traffic, that's how you're building your legacy. The way that your kids see you handle the Walmart cashier, are you kind? Are you not? That's your legacy. The way that you serve, the way that you don't serve, the way that you give your time or the way you don't give your time. Whatever it is, whether it's good or bad, that's your legacy. As we saw with Mother Teresa and with Michael Jackson, you're going to leave a legacy, regardless. Now it's up to you. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? All right, so that's my challenge to you this week, and we're going to talk about that this weekend, and actually Craig's going to talk about it, and it's going to be awesome. So I want you to be thinking about that, because that's what we're going to talk about in After Huddle. And then next weekend, y'all get ready to party, because we are coming off of a long series, and we're going to celebrate next weekend. So I am so excited to see you guys this weekend. And again, thank you for all you do. You guys are amazing. You are amazing. And hey, it's up to you what by the end of the day, what legacy you want to leave. So I'm praying for you guys. I really, really am. And I hope that you have a great week. And I will see you guys this weekend. All right. Bye. Love ya.